Welcome to Adult Crafternoon. My name is Camille. I'm going to be teaching you how to create 3 different kinds of book structures. And this is called like an artist's book, which is basically art using books as a jumping off. An artist's book is a medium of artistic expression that uses the form or function of a book as inspiration. It is the artistic initiative seen in the illustration, choice of materials, creation process, layout, and design that makes it an art object. So it elevates it from just being like something like a standard book that you would read normally to something that's more elevated, that is like a piece of art that you've created. The artist controls the work from start to finish, and what truly makes an artist's book is the artist's intent. The book can be made through a fine printing press or just handcrafted at home. The page is illustrated with computer-generated images or just cheap photocopies in magazines. Books become sculptures, tiny, gargantuan, made from all kinds of materials with unconventional objects incorporated, in unique or limited editions or produced in multiple copies. With all sorts of ideas behind them, artists continue to challenge the idea, content, and structure of the traditional book. Our first structure that we're going to make. It's called an X book. You're going to take it vertically. You're going to fold it in half lengthwise first. So that's going to be our longest edge first. So you're just taking that down, putting those 2 edges together. And you can make a small crease just in like the middle with your thumb. And then you can take your bone folder and just bring it all the way up to the top and then back down. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to open it back up, and we're going to fold it widthwise. So you're going to bring the horizontal edges together, and do the same thing as you did. So our third step is you have it open like a little book. What you're going to do is you're going to take these edges, and you're going to fold them back to your first fold. You're going to take the other side and bring it to the crease as well. And you're going to kind of get like an M shape going. Now that we have our M shape, what we're going to do is we're going to lay it out flat and take our scissors. And what we're making here is going to create our center fold, basically. So you take your scissors and you're only cutting the inside 2 squares. So if you have it folded right here, you can start from this little section, and you're cutting this first one and then this second one, and that's all you're cutting. If you have it like this, just cut this line.
Gotcha.
Now once we've got it cut, we're going to take our paper and we're going to fold it over. And then basically what you have now is your X book form. So once you have this X formation, the way that it forms into the book is you just push these 2 corners together and you fold it over. What you're doing is bringing that gap together and then folding it over. And then you have like a book. The whole purpose of making this book that has a hole in it is that it's not just this way that you can display it. You can choose to open it up and have it displayed like this. This is our second structure. It's a simple accordion with a tunnel. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your sheet of paper and you're going to fold it in half lengthwise. You're going to open your paper back up and you're going to fold it widthwise. So now you have this paper with these 4 squares. We're going to take both of these edges and we're going to fold them into the middle part. So you fold them right there to the middle. And you're going to do that with each section. So like you're making little doors, basically. Okay. Now we've got our paper with 4 squares on each section. What you're going to do now is you're going to cut down the lengthwise fold, which is this long middle one right here. And you're going to cut, starting like from the side, you're going to cut 3 squares. So 1, 2, 3, and you're going to stop and not cut the 4th one. You can label these top 4 sections. The first one is going to be A, the second one is going to be B, and the third one is going to be C. So what we're going to do here is basically we're going to create a tunnel which is diminishing shapes from each section. A is going to be the biggest shape. B is going to be a middle-sized shape, and then C is going to be the smallest. You can do circles, you can do squares, whatever you would like to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this top row, you're going to take A, and you're going to fold it on top of B. And once you've done that, you're going to take B, A and B together, and you're going to fold them underneath C. So like this.
Okay.
So on top, underneath. And then you're going to take A, B, and C combined and fold them on top of D. So you're creating this kind of like structure right here. This third structure is called a snake book because it looks like a little snake. So you're taking a piece of paper, you're going to fold the paper in half widthwise. So like this, you're going down like this. You're going to open your paper up and you're going to turn it over so that this widthwise fold is a mountain. You're going to take these top and this bottom and you're going to fold them to the center. So make sure it's mountainous like this and then you're folding. Both sides to the center. So what you should have is 4 sections of vertical lines. This is where you get your ruler and your pencil out. With your paper vertical, you're going to take your ruler and make a mark 2.5 inches from the left edge. So this is your left edge. You're measuring 2.5 inches from this edge. What you're going to do is you're going to bring your right edge over. You're going to fold it over to this mark. So you've made your fold here. So what you're doing is you're basically just flipping it over and bringing the other side to that fold. We're going to take our scissors. We're going to have our paper out like this. And what you're basically going to do is you're going to cut up one fold, 3 squares, stop right there, and then you're going to flip it over. And to the side you haven't cut, you're going to cut up 3 squares and leave 1. So once you've got 1 cut, you're going to turn it over and cut the opposite. So you see, you'll have this section cut and then this section cut. It makes like an N. Basically, you're alternating valleys and mountains. You're going to do a valley like this. You put them together, then you do a mountain, and it does that the whole way. And then you just fold underneath. And you just basically fold it like back and forth until you get to the end there. And the paper will kind of tell you how it wants to fold. This is definitely like an unconventional book, but it's called a snake book. It essentially looks like a snake.